Okay, so now in this module, we'll understand like how to set up an display ad for using Google Ads, right? So before understanding how to do that, I'll first want to advise you like advertising on Google Ads is not just magic. If you run ad, it is assured that you will get results. So what people have the misconception that let's give money to the Google and in return they'll start getting more money. So if it's like that, then any advertiser should have made like hundreds of millions of rupees. So ads are all about testing, then optimization, and then strategy wise building the campaign. So I hope I'm clear with this. Now let's understand about display campaigns. So see, if I want to go on display campaign, I'll create a new campaign. I'll click on new campaign. I'll directly click on skip. Then now it is again asking us for the campaign objective, right? Before explaining these options, let me show you what are display ads and how they look like when you search for them on different Google search partners, right? Now if I write small SEO tools. So as you can see, this is the website for small SEO tools, and here you will find multiple display ads. So it is loading. So yes, as you can see on the side, on the left side, there is one display banner by Google. If you click on this, then it is shown, as you can see, it is written ads by Google, right? And it is giving option like stop seeing this ad and why this ad. So these are the ads by Google. As you can see, in between the content also it is showing some display banners from the advertiser SEMrush, right? So the main objective of these display ad is to increase the awareness of your brand, right? And the impressions that if you want, if you are launching an offer or you are giving a discount, you can show them and like build a brand trust by displaying various type of content on display ads, right? Now let's see how to set up this, right? So here I'll choose create a campaign without goal guidance. So why I have selected this particular objective? Because in other objectives you will be having a limitation, as you are already telling Google about your objective, and according to that, if you select your campaign, then the biggest issue will be of the limited custom options. So my recommendation for each and every campaign, like for display, for search, for video, any kind of campaign, you should be choosing this objective only, like without goal guidance only, right? So now I will click on display, and as I move further, let's click on continue, and here it is asking for the business website. Let's quickly put in one website. So I'll copy the website URL and paste it here. I'll click on continue. Then it is asking for campaign name. Let's give it a campaign name. Creating a campaign for KnowHow. At what date? 27th Jan. What type of campaign it is? It is a display campaign. And what's the purpose of this? This is for awareness, right? Now I'll click on continue. So as you can see, now again we are on the campaign setting page, right? We can see there are multiple options. So firstly it is asking for location. So I'll select India, and after that it is asking for languages. So as I told you, it is preferable to choose all languages. So I'll just simply select on all languages, right? So after this, there are more settings. So first is ad rotation. As I told you earlier, it is used to show ads that are expected to get more clicks or conversions. Like Google will show only that particular ad that will be having more clicks or conversions, right? So we'll go with optimize, that is prefer best performing ad. Then after this, the other option is ad schedule. You can schedule your ad, like on what days it will be going to show on Google on result page, right? So after this, as you can see, it is showing an option that is for setting the devices. So what does this features helps you to do? So it lets you to choose the types of devices where your ads can appear, right? So if you want to show your ad on all devices, you'll go with this option. And if you want to show it to particular devices like for computer, mobile phone or tablets, so you can also choose that from here as well, right? Now below this there are three other options that you can see. First one is operating system. You can, if I'll click on this, it is asking to choose the operating system on which, like, if your user is more using Android, so I'll choose the Android, and your ad will be displayed to the Android users only, right? I'll click on Android and then I'll also choose iOS, right? Now after this, as you can see, it is also allowing us to choose the device models, right? You can choose, like for Android, which type of and device models you want to target. So let's say I selected Acer. Then there are multiple type of device models that Google has partnership with. So on all those device models you can see here, and you can select them as well, right? After this, as you can see, you can also choose the network, right? For the Wi-Fi, I'll choose Wi-Fi, and in India, like the telecom, it is showing the companies that are mostly prevailing in India, the telecom in the telecom industry of India, right? So we can choose which SIM or like which brand user is using. Like if he is using Vodafone, so we can also target them, and we can also select for Idea, let's say, and BSNL. So yes, we can do that as well, right? So I'll click on done, right? As you can see, I have selected all the settings here. Now if I'll click on more settings, it is asking for campaign URL, and this is the conversion tracking part that I told you. So it is like a tracking template, so we can use to track what are the conversions our ad is giving us, right? So we'll understand this while we are understanding the performance max campaign, right? Now if I'll click on more settings, there is another option that is named as dynamic ads. So what does this dynamic ad do? So if you choose this option, this will show your ads in a personalized manner to the user according to the business type you have chosen, right? So if I'll select on this option, then it is asking for business type. I'll select the education, right? So our business type is education. So what it will do, it will show your ads to that particular type of businesses or the industries that are related to this niche, right? Now after this, if I click on more settings, let's see if there are more settings or not. Yes, you can also select for start and end dates. So I think you must be clear about how to schedule the ads. So then comes the content exclusion part. So what this option allows us to do, so this option allows you to exclude the type of content and audience that you can choose from here, right? So as you can see, you can exclude general audiences, and you can also exclude sensitive content, like if it is for some social issues or tragedy or conflict, so you can do that or as well. And you can exclude the live streaming video, embedded YouTube video. So you can choose from here what type of content you don't want your ads to show, right? Now if you ask me that you should use this option or not, so I'll recommend you that if your purpose is for lead generation, then don't choose this option. And if you are running an awareness or engagement campaign, then you can use this option, as it's generally used for that type of campaigns only, right? And if this I'm talking in terms of display campaigns, then these campaigns are used for awareness purpose. As I told you, like display campaigns are used for awareness purpose rather than lead generation. So if any brand wants to increase its visibility, then you can use this option as well as display campaigns, right? Now moving forward, let's see if there is some more settings. No, Now we'll directly jump onto the budget and bidding part. Right now it is asking you to set your average daily budget for this campaign. So let's take it as 700. As I told you, you should like set the budget around 700 to 800 rupees for daily, right? Then talking about bid strategy, you will be having three types of bidding strategy. First is conversion, second is conversion value, and third is viewable impressions. So as I told you earlier in this course, conversions are actions on your website, app or shop that you define, right? So we have to define Google, like if this much value of our product is this, like if 100 rupees our product is for 100 rupees, then we have to tell Google like hey Google, this product is of 100 rupees and you have to track it according to that, right? If someone is purchasing it for 100, then it will directly show the value, how much conversions and how much revenue your product have generated or your ads have generated, right? Then if we see the conversion value, it is for the ROAS. If I'll click on this, and then I can instruct Google Ads to give me, like let's say 20% of return on ad spend. Like if I'm spending 5,000 rupees, so Google Ads will like make sure that it will give us 20% return on the ad spend that we have mentioned in the budget, right? Then after that comes the viewable impression. So in the viewable impression, you just have to enter the CPM bid, right? So as the viewable impression is, you can see here it is written, viewable impressions are when a user sees 50% of your ad or more for 1 second, right? So that is counted as a viewable impression. So we can like simply take 2 rupees for the CPM bid for this ad group, right? Now there is another bid strategy that is not recommended by Google, but we can also go with that. Let's understand it. So here there are multiple bid strategy. So what does this do? This narrow down your bidding strategy. So if I'll select target CPA, it is showing me set bids to get the most conversion possible while reaching your average cost per action goal, right? So let's say if you have put in a call to action like call us or register now, so what it will do, it will take the bid, we can set the bid like how much click or view that particular call to action will receive, right? Now if we talk about target ROAS, so if I'll click on this, then so as I told you, we can set the percentage of ROAS, like how much return we want from the amount we are spending, right? Let's talk about maximize clicks. So what does this do? It sets bid to help you get the most clicks within your budget, right? So if I'll click on this, it will ask me to set a maximum cost per click bid limit. So let's say I'll take 2 rupees for the CPC bid limit. Then talking about maximum conversion. So what is the meaning of maximize conversion? It helps you to set the bid to help you get the most conversion within your budget, right? It is like just maximizing your conversion. So after this, as I told you, conversion value. And yes, one thing I want to tell you, that if you want to use conversion value bid strategy, your conversion setup should be done, right? And you must make sure that your conversion setup is properly done, because without that you cannot use this conversion value. And if you choose that, so it will not going to give you any result, right? After this, as you can see, last is viewable CPM. So what it's telling, it focuses on viewable impressions. So we'll just simply click on viewable CPM, and we can add how much amount we want to spend for average like 1000 impressions for particular bid. So I hope I'm clear with this. Now let's jump right onto targeting. So we can see there are 5 types of targeting. So as if we click on audience segmentation and click on browse, so there are multiple audience segmentation options that you can see, and you can select. First one is detailed demographic, second is affinity, third is in-market and live event. And after this, there are 3 more, and these are used for like retargeting and remarketing purposes. So if I'll click on detailed demographic, then we can select the demographic of our user, like parental status, marital status, education. And if we go for affinity, like what are their interests and habits, so we can click on this. And after this you can see there are multiple options like beauty and wellness, food and dining, home and garden. So you can choose according to their user interest and habits, right? And after this, as you can see, we can select in market segmentation also, like what type of market your user is in, or what type of market your user is interested in, right? If they want for business services, let's select business services. So as you can see, it is showing here. So these are some of the target segments that you can do, right? So now after this, as you can see, it is showing optimized targeting. So you can select it, you can on it or you can off it, but I'll recommend you do not off it. So as you can see here, it is written like information such as your targeting signals, landing pages and assets are used to find people likely to view your ad, right? So this is done using the Google Ads data the data that Google Ads is having. According to that, your targeting will be done. So if I'll click on now ad targeting, it is again asking me for demographics. So above there were audience demographic, and it were having like lots of segmentation options that you that were visible. But here you can see only 4 type of demographics that you can select. Now if you in gender, if you are a male or a female, you can select that. If you want to target then age group, if you want to target the age group of 35 to 44 or 45 to 54, you can select it from here as well. Then after this comes the parental status. You can choose the parental status, and lastly the household income. So yes, Google knows how much income you are having, and they are users, and how much they can afford, what are the spending they are doing, how much spending they are doing, right? So Google have all the data. So now if I'll click on ad targeting again, the next option is for the keywords. So we can select like different keywords, and as it is suggesting us, we can select that as well. It is showing the keywords according to the relevance as well. So yes, let's take this. Okay, so now again if I'll click on ad targeting, now it is asking me for the topics that the users are interested in. Like if I'm going for the educational purpose, so I'll select the educational. So if my ad is like related to some course or something like educational purpose content, so what I'll do, I'll select a targeted topic. As for education only, like here as you can see education, then I'll click on drop down, and as you can see there are multiple other segmentation that you can select. I'll directly click education, so that all the audiences that are interested in the topics that is related to education, on only those audience will be targeted, right? So I'll click on done here as well, and here as well. Now how many options are left? Only one option is left, so that is for the placement. So this option is really amazing for showing your ads on the competitors. Like if you want to target your competitors ad networks, or if you want to target their websites, so you can choose the competitors you want your ads to display, right? So as you can see here, we can target competitors website, or let's say some specific YouTube channel of our competitors, or particular videos, or some app that you are having, or you want your display ads to show on that particular app, so you can select that as well, right? So as you can see, it is written here, your ad can appear on any YouTube or display network placements that match your other targeting, right? You can add specific placements to narrow your targeting. If a specific website you target has an equivalent app, your ad can also show that. right? If I'll click on apps, then and I'll search for Ludo. Let's say I'll search for a game that is named as Ludo. Then you can, as you can see, there are multiple apps that are showing. And if I want my ad to show on this app, so I'll click on this, and if I want on this, I'll click on Ludo Club, right? Now I'll click on done, and as you can see, it has submitted our targeted placement. Now after this, let's click on next. So now it is asking for ad creation part. So we have to create an ad copy for the display campaign that we want to create, right? So firstly, we have to put in the final URL, and after that we have to write the business name. Let's say I write it as KnowHow Academy, and then after this you have to put images, right? So as you can see here, it is written choose 15 images to use in your ad. So at least you should use, it is giving a 15 images limit, but you should go with 15 images only. You should select multiple creatives. Let's click, and as you can see, it is also showing how much aspect ratio our ad copy wants, right? So let's select. Okay, so what we'll do, we'll just select the images. It is asking for the ratios, so we'll go with that as well. And as you can see, if I'll click on asset library, I have images. No, I don't have images. If I want to upload from the computer, I can directly upload it. So for now, we'll go for the particular images that is present here. So now as you can see here below, there is written you have selected all 15 images. To add a new image, remove an existing one from the ad. So I'll click on save. So it is showing one error. I'll just click on remove assets with error, and then I'll save. So our images has been successfully uploaded. So as you can see, it is showing that our images have been successfully uploaded. So now we have to take one logo. We have to upload a logo. So we'll go with this. Let's take this and this, right? And we'll click on save, right? It is also showing you that you can add up to 5 logos, right? Now if you have any video, you can also add that as well. And after this, it is asking for the headlines, and it is suggesting some of the headlines. So I'll just select these headlines only. Right, now you have entered the maximum number of headlines. After that, it is asking for a long headline. So firstly, let's add the description. It is suggesting the description as well. So I'll click on more ideas. Now I can select other descriptions as well, right? Now for the long headline, let's say best digital marketing course on YouTube, right? So this is our long headline, and after that it is asking for some additional format options. So don't adjust any of them. Now there are some more options. If we'll click on this, it is we can also select the call to action that we want to display, right? Like apply now, book now, contact us. So I'll go with apply now, and the language will be for the English only. So now I have entered all the details. As you can see here, I'll click on create ad. So as you can see, it has successfully created the ad, and then we'll click on next. So at the end, it is checking for the errors, and we can review from here directly what are the details that we have set for our display campaign, right? So yes, this was it for this module. I hope you understood what are display campaigns and what are the technicalities and what are the strategies that you should adopt while you are creating a display campaign, right? Now in next module, we'll understand video campaigns, how to set up video campaigns, and what are the channels on which our video campaigns or video ads will be displayed. Thank you for choosing KnowHow Academy as the source for your marketing knowledge. If you have any questions, do pin us in the comment section. Stay curious and keep learning.